Since the outbreak of the war in Ukraine, Armenia has been helping Russia avoid sanctions by giving it access to limited goods and technologies, thereby circumventing Western sanctions, while at the same time strengthening its own economy. This was stated in a Euronews article. The article in question cites figures showing a significant increase in trade between Russia and Armenia. Last year, trade turnover totaled $7.4 billion, and in the first half of this year it increased by 2.5 times, exceeding $8.3 billion. The article concludes that Armenia is actively re-exporting Russian gems and gold. In 2023, Armenia exported 4.5 million carats of diamonds, 30 times more than what was mined in the republic itself. Euronews has written about the West's restrained reaction to the close ties between Yerevan and Moscow, attributing it to behind-the-scenes lobbying efforts. At the same time, the article specifies that the successful lobbying campaign highlights a more serious problem: Armenia's ability to maintain relations with both Russia and the West by manipulating the latter's perceptions of its economic interactions with Russia. Armenian politicians, particularly Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, have sought to distance Yerevan from Moscow since the outbreak of the war in Ukraine. However, the country's close economic ties with Russia paint a more complex picture. Critics argue that Yerevan is not just a passive observer, but an active player in a network that supports Moscow's military efforts. By helping Russia circumvent sanctions, Armenia has strengthened its economy, but at the expense of global stability, the piece said. As the war in Ukraine continues, Yerevan's dealings with Russia will continue to attract more attention, especially as the international community assesses the consequences of its continued economic ties with Moscow. The author of the article in question concludes,